Every human being was connected by a cord at birth, literally, a physical cord. It was cut. And from that moment forward, you began forming invisible ones. Most people walk around with dozens of energetic cords that they never agreed to consciously. And some of them are draining you right now. Some very badly, some just a bit. Today you learn how to feel the difference between a nourishing cord and a parasitic one. How to sever what's draining you without any guilt. And how to deliberately connect with people and places that will raise your vibrational frequency. I've been in practice since 1989, and I have never, not one time, ever encountered a client whose exhaustion didn't have something to do with an energetic component. Not one. So every single person. The dangerous part of this is that most people agree to these unconscious connections. No clue that it's happening or that it was agreed to. So here's what a cord actually is. Every time you have a significant emotional exchange with someone, whether it be love, conflict, grief, dependency, irritation, an energetic thread forms between you. I'm not talking symbolic, it's a real connection in the subtle bodies. It's running between the two people, the two bodies, the two energy bodies, multiple chakras, multiple meridians, so many different things can be involved. But I need to remind you it's a two-way street. So a cord nourishing with your child, with your partner, a dear friend, energy flows both ways and it feels like support, like warmth, like you're not alone. Parasitic cord, one with an X. When you're never fully released, with a parent whose approval you're still trying to get, with a boss who drained you out for years, the energy just flows one way. It flows out of you. Do you feel it as exhaustion, as heaviness, as a strange pull towards something, someone you consciously want nothing to do with? And as you see me going down, that's what people's energies are doing, as someone's attaching themselves to you and draining. But that has to stop. So here's the thing about parasitic cords. They don't require the other person's participation. They can be attached to someone who died 10 years ago, someone who you haven't spoken to in decades, someone who doesn't even think about you at all. That cord exists in your field, and it's pulling energy out of you every day unless it's stopped. So how do you feel the difference? I want you to close your eyes for just a second, and I'd like you to bring someone to mind, anyone. Now, take a notice of what happens inside your body. Let yourself feel it. Do you feel lighter, heavier? Does your chest feel more open? Does it feel tight? Does your tummy get a little cramped? Do you feel at peace, like you're relaxing? Is there warmth? Is there a dull ache? Whatever you're feeling, that has to do something with the connection of the cord. And your body reads it instantly because it's completely connected. It doesn't have any time for you to think about the person. And in fact, you're not usually thinking about the person. It just happens. If the person needs some energy, they will draw from you. If a person's got some anger to spew, they can still come at you and you haven't talked to them in 10, 15 years. So a nourishing cord feels very expansive. You think of them and it's just the air is lighter and you can breathe deeper. A parasitic cord feels contracted, and it can be just a little bit of contraction, or it can be very deep and you have no idea. And if you think of somebody in particular, whoever that someone is, you think of them and something inside of you just shrinks. That's not judgment, that's information. So we are not going to look at it as anything more than something we need to do. Sever it without any guilt. So here's how you sever. You don't need a ritual. You don't need their permission because they're basically stealing from you. You need intention and visualization at this point. So here we go again. I'd like you to sit quietly and bring a person to mind. Visualize the cord. It can run from any of your body parts to any other body parts. Most common ones are from head, heart, or navel. See whatever you see clearly. With great, pure intention, I'd like you to say out loud, I release this connection with love. I'd like you to take back your energy, and I take back my energy, and I return yours. Very gently, very comfortably, and visualize the cord being cut in any way that's comfortable for you. Some people will ask for a beautiful angel to come down and help them do it. Others will imagine a big axe and a lot of extra strength and chop. Some people have sawing scissors, hair cutting scissors, whatever works. Some imagine it as a bow that is just untied. It's up to you, whatever's comfortable for you. It may even be what symbolizes you, but the cord should be cut. And then you are to keep your beautiful energy, if it's a parasitic cord, and they are to keep their energy, or asking. All the asking that they send to you now is now there. And with that, you experience freedom. With them, they may actually experience the loss of what they didn't even know that they had, and suddenly they start thinking about you. And if that's the case, they may contact you. And that is not a problem in the world. Because with the phones these days and how people reach out, there doesn't have to be any connection made. And you are in a cleaner space, so you consciously will not accept any cords of energy coming from them to you, whoever that may be. So if you have a beautiful connection with someone, but sometimes there's some negativity coming through, a cord can be cut. And if it's anything beautiful, it will instantly connect again. Deep, loving cords cannot really be cut, except for the second or two that it takes to let loose of some of the energy that might not be given with the best of intentions on one person's side or the other for whatever reason. So you are not stopping loving anyone if it's a positive cord. It just means you're going to stop leaking. And you can love someone and not be energetically tethered in that fashion. Oftentimes you're tethered to their moods, to their problems, to their unhealthy patterns, to their unhealthiness. And really, that is not cool. That's how it's supposed to be. So now on the other side, you can deliberately form cords. You can take a place that grounds you to be a mentor. Now on the other side, a lot of people want to make deliberately positive cords. Sometimes it's to a place that grounds you. Another time, it might be to a mentor whose energy just lifts you up. Some of my clients, people I know, they listen to the videos that I have on YouTube to hear my voice. It triggers beauty inside of them and a healing to move forth for them in whatever is the next step they need. A lot of people like to do it to the earth itself. So there's a lot of people who run around with bare feet on grass. And there is a cord running from your own root down to the soil. These are nourishing and these are chosen. And the goal isn't to have zero cords. It's to have the ones that have consistently harmed you to stop. Anything that's leaking back and forth between people that's not healthy, you'd like it to go. And if you really can't tell what's in between, where there's a great amount of good and a great amount of challenge, remember the good that is there cannot be cut permanently. If it's there, it's there. The negativity, the drain, that can be cut. And it can be severed in a very comfortable way so both can grow and enjoy life as it's meant to be. So tonight, sit for 5-6 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with. Scan some of your relationships for significant connections. And for each one, ask, does this cord feed me or drain me? But you want it to be a neutral start. So be real honest. Even if you happen to be madly in love with somebody, that someone may have a little bit of a drain on you, and that needs to go. So when you do find out whether that cord is a draining one or one that's feeding you, write it down. Love that connection. Nourish the connection. And make sure each and every one that comes up that's uncertain or negative, those parasitic ones, they need to go. And just do one, though. Just do one at a time. Don't do 10. Some people get very excited and want to do a lot. Just do one at a time, because we want to see how much of a drain that person had on you today or any day. I had a beautiful session with someone today that I actually did a video on. I'm not sure when it's going to be published. But she had an incredible cord to someone. This was my first introduction with her on cords and what they could do as far as harming someone. And she had been working on a particular situation for quite some time. And with this, it was time to have it done. So the cord was severed. I did it for her in this case. Instantly, her vibration raised so high that my body from head to toe went into goosebumps on top of goosebumps. Her soul got so free instantly, and I want to remind you, instantly. So you might happen to be having some of those that are instant. You might have ones that you just feel a little bit better. You may have ones that you don't know much change at all, but I can tell you whether you can have the instant reaction like I did, feeling from her energy. If you cut one that's not good, you will feel better, you will be better, and it may be very, very subtle, because sometimes when people are draining you, they do it very subtly. You have no idea it's happening until sometimes it's too late. But if this opened up something for you, I'd like you to subscribe, like, and share it with someone you love. There is a free 15-minute consultation available to any of you. The link is in the description, and there's a QR code, I'm sure, someplace on this as well. And you will actually reach me, and we will have 15 minutes of questions answered or look-sees as far as what may be needing to be done, maybe pointing out who those actually are, going from there. So I'll see you there.